Hello, this is Heather from Stamps Paper Love. Today I have a scrapbooking process video for the Renewal collection from Traci Reed Designs. This is the creative team's YouTube hop, and I have linked below all of the other designers who are working or who worked in this hop as well, so definitely check out to see all of the beautiful creations. And if you're interested in more scrapbooking inspiration, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow the links in the video description to find me on Instagram and Facebook. And so this is the Renewal collection. It's the January release for Traci Reed Designs, and it is a very beautiful collection. I cannot even express how much I love all of the different patterns in here. So the layout that I'm working on, I decided that I'm going to do a 6x8 album of my favorite things kind of deal. So I started this layout with it's a quilt that my mother made for me a number of years ago, but it's been in my bedroom on a quilt rack for quite a few years, and I've never really photographed it or done a layout about it, so I thought I would start my favorite things with this little story. So right here, I'm using washi tape to make a flip up. That journaling is underneath, and so I made so many mistakes on this, and I don't even notice it here that the journaling isn't even the right way. So when you flip it up, it's upside down. So I'll change that later. I make another huge mistake in a little bit too. So this is definitely the layout of experiments and mistakes. I just wanted to keep it fairly simple. You know, it's kind of a grid design here on the left with the three photos, and then I'm going to add one of the card pieces from the collection that says, it says, "Good things take time." And the reason that I put that there, and you can see right now my mistake, I don't realize it until later, but I put that piece over the top of the flip up, and thereby making it so that you cannot flip up the flip up and read the journaling. So that'll get fixed later too. The moment when she realizes what she did is coming. I promise you it'll be great. So the reason that I went with the good things take time, and you definitely can't see this in the video, probably can't see it in the still shots when I have it posted on Instagram, but on the corner of the quilt, it's actually the photo in the upper right corner of that set of three photos. You can see the corner of the quilt is folded down. And my mom had written in there that she made the quilt. I'm trying to read what it says. Exactly, it's in a light color. So she began putting it together in 1994, and it did not get, or I'm sorry, she began it in 1990, and it didn't get completed until 1994. So it's definitely a good things take time kind of story, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. When I was 90 to 94, that's basically when I was in college, and so we had kind of picked out the color scheme. I don't remember really if she told me she was going to make, I think she did tell me she was going to make the quilt, or we planned it together or something. But we picked out the color scheme, and then she put all the panels together, and it's hearts, which I definitely loved at the time. I still love hearts. And she didn't actually do the quilting. She had this ladies group that completed the quilting. And so, you know, I think she just realized it was going to take even longer than that amount of time if she didn't get some help with that. And they did a beautiful job. It's so gorgeous. I need to have it kind of dry cleaned or something. There's a couple of spots on it that I'm not sure if they're from my kids having dumped some things on it, or what happened. But yeah, so anyway, in terms of the things from the kit, there are so many beautiful pattern papers. The floral papers I kind of went with because the patterns on the quilt pieces the hearts all have a different kind of floral pattern. So those worked really nicely with this. I love that blue leaf paper that I put on the right side page. And I'm adding just a couple of little stamps. It's just, one of them is just a row of 4 hearts. I don't think I really add any other stamps, to be honest. But just that little 4 hearts up in the corner just to add a little, oh, and here's where she realizes, yeah, you can't flip up your flip up. So I'm going to take that off as carefully as I can, and trim it down a little bit so that I can fit it there next to the flip up and be able to flip up and read the journaling. And I think this is also the point where I realize that the journaling isn't on there the right way either. So I'm not sure if the disassembling and fixing that part is on the video or not, but I did have to do that. You know, scrapbooking is such an adventure, and sometimes things do not play out as we plan. But at the end of the creation, it is a really nice story to be able to look at someday, or to, you know, my kids or whoever winds up with the quilt. When I'm no longer around, hopefully we'll be able to know the story, how it came to be, and why I have it. And that will pretty much wrap it up here. I'm going to add on some leaves that mimic the leaves on the pattern paper, but I think everything pretty much is the way it's going to be at this point. I can't see anything besides the leaves that I haven't added yet. So the leaves are great. I wish there were more of them, so I'm going to have to print that floral and leaf sheet a couple more times, because I think I pretty much exhausted most of it with this layout. I know the next layout I did, there's a couple of flowers on that, but I like them a lot, so I need to print some more so that I can definitely use those florals. Oh yeah, here's where we're going to add on a little scrap of ribbon on that tag, and make sure that we don't have an empty tag hole. I kind of wish I would have added some more ribbon on the other side too, just so that texture kind of moves through the page, but I did not do that. Here are the stilts. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely check out the other layouts as well.